I don't know that Seismitoad is very good. I think that you may be you may be overstating how good Seismitoad is. Seismitoad is decent, but I don't even know if it's a top 5 mud boy. All right, Stunfisk. All right, well, here's a lead we want. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be about switching. Oh, fun. Sure. Shadow Victory Bell, you say. I still don't think I need to shield any of these moves, so I'm not going to. Right, even the shadow, yeah, the shadow boost is not enough to make this matter. Their Stunfisk will get to come in and do something, which is annoying, but that's okay. That's the nice thing about having the Melmetal still, is that, like, we're not in a position where, and they're not on Mudshot, so the odds of them actually being able to successfully farm me are extremely low. Plus, Psychic does actually do damage, so yeah. And oh, they did throw it. Boo. Boo earns. Let's see what their last Pokemon is. My guess is that, like, their last Pokemon's like a flyer or something, right? Like, this is what our team is set up to do, is like, oh, they have a steel counter up front. They sack their grass Pokemon. And they're probably like, haha, got you. Right? Yep, there's their Skarmory. Oh no, you have a Skarmory. Good thing I brought a second steel type. Yeah, if their last Pokemon is like a Alola Marowak, we lose, but, you know, so frequently it's not. In fact, most of the time, it's absolutely not. So, I mean, what they can do is there's a whole bunch of scenarios where they could try and, like, 2-shield their way through this fight so that they can switch out or whatever, but, like, I think they did. I think they did. Yeah, I just don't think Seismitoad is gonna cut it. It's just not the right. It's not the right moveset. Yeah, the only way I see myself losing this is if somehow I accidentally let the Skarmory kill me. So we're not gonna do that. I'm also keeping an eye on the switch clock there, because I also do not want them to, like, I fully expect a switch here. I fully expect it. Oh, I even had that right. We have to shield, right? We literally have to shield. Ugh. The funny thing is that what I can do, like, I think I can just Earthquake the Skarmory to death, right? Can we Earthquake this? Skarmory's pretty low, right? We're just gonna Earthquake the Skarmory to death. Bring it. Bring it, Flyer. Come on, Flyer. What you got? What you got, Flyer? Oh, I love it. I do love Earthquaking a Skarmory to death. It makes me smile. It does way more damage than you think Earthquake should do. Like, there's no world where Earthquake should do that much damage. To get Suki, our opponent. I've played against this person before. I know, I love, like, Frenzy Planting, it's great too. Registeel lead, okay. So, you've already seen me sort of play through this one. We're gonna do it again. So I always basically don't shield their move and throw an Earthquake first. And then make a determination about switching after that. If I can get to shield advantage, I'm pretty happy switching. If they take this Earthquake, I feel pretty good about just staying in and winning this fight. Nope, they took it. Delightful. Delightful for us. Okay, well, we will shield this. We get to our Frenzy Plant so much faster than they get to Flash Cannons that I feel pretty good about this matchup. I just have to keep an eye out for a switch. That's really what I'm worried about. The switch is exactly what I'm worried about. I know, Mr. Valor, we are clearly in sync on this. Is like, keep an eye out for them trying to duck out of this matchup with a switch. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, we're gonna win this fight. And I'm considering what I normally do, which is absolutely aggressively swap out of this because I'm confident a flyer's coming in. Right? It's always a flyer. And I was pretty sure they might have an Azu. Hey, T-Money, what's up? So I think what I wanted to do is put myself in a position where Meganium can hopefully get in here and steal a Frenzy Plant in. I mean, Jirachi is going to be great against Razor Leaf Tropius. I hate to say it, but Razor Leaf Tropius is going to be in real trouble. There's the shield too. That's great for us. They have to come out of this with enough energy, I think, to like. Hey, thank you, Jersey2, for the 30 bits. It's going to be a little tight because I don't know how much health this Meganium has, but oh, plenty. No switch clock. Please no gamed by switch clock. I was like, just keeping an eye on this. I'm like, God, if they manage to get this Tropius in here, I'm gonna be upset. And then we will get this in here, and we'll go ahead and win from here. Because none of the Tropius's moves do anything to us, including Razor Leaf. So, all right. Easy game, easy life. Even with like a little bit of a clunky play in that Registeel lead, I think we played pretty okay. Good night, Jersey Tooth. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Yeah, Razor Leaf is still great. Don't get me wrong, Razor Leaf is great, but not good enough. There are certain matchups where it's not good enough, and my team really like. Razor Leaf is not the right call. I don't think. We're finally using a team that I actually like am comfortable with. So I'm actually picking up some wins. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Cricket. I expanded the playlist soon. Later, Jiggly Dad. Later. Toxicroak. Yeah. So not really what we're looking to see. It's definitely a losing matchup. But what I'm actually hoping for here is for them not to, almost hoping they don't shield. They don't. They're gonna force a shield on me. You're actually gonna, oh, they even baited. All right, well, the Toxicroak is basically eliminated, and that forced a bad switch, which I kind of like. Okay. They were so like wanted to be so quick on their switch that I think they made a bad switch. Also, this is a purified Grottle, so that's kind of an interesting matchup. I think this is Body Slam. Let's just take it. There's the Body Slam. Like, I'm not actually all that worried about losing this if I can get back to shield advantage. The Toxicroak is basically dead. Like, it does have, I think, a charge move, so I have to be ready for... Oh, well, they also just gave that up, so... Oh, yeah, Bastiodon would have been a much better choice for them. Basti would have been a much better choice. So... Definitely going here. I'm waiting for them to think about maybe making a switch. Pop, pop. So we do have to shield, I think, this, unfortunately, because of the debuff. But what I'm gonna do, yep, is catch you there, because I fully expected that. I fully expected that switch. And then we could Frenzy Plant them down probably before they get there. And if they do Flamethrower us out, then cool, we get to superpower them to death. I was like, I think their plan is to get my shield and then switch to the Toxie. So, and throw a Mud Bomb right away if they have it. So my plan is to, as soon as I shield, switch and see what happens. Chris, you think I actually am looking at chat while I'm battling? Come on. Only every once in a while do I do that, and it always fucks me up. The team's working okay. The team's working. The team's doing the things it's supposed to be doing, so I'm happy. I'm happy about it. I'm happy it's doing its things. All right, what do we got in the lead? A Deoxys. So the only thing I don't like about, I mean, this is a pretty clean winning matchup for us, just because of how good Frenzy Plant is. The thing that always worries me, and the thing that's a liability with this team, is that if there's a Mud Boy in the back and I let this go, if I get low enough here or let my Meganium die, I am not super happy about that, right? Or for example, if they do that, that was very clunky. So this is a wasted Frenzy Plant, obviously. Upside is, I don't really care that much, because I can absolutely blank the Altaria. No, I will not call it rock, scissors, scissors. I know that's how you get off, Hoff. But the upside is they really, I mean, they can try, but this is not a great matchup for them. But since the Deoxys, like basically the Deoxys has a reasonable matchup against Melmetal just because of counter. It does less well against Jirachi. And we got them to shield, which I think is a massive mistake because I'm not shielding. And I don't care about switch advantage here, I don't think. It leads me to believe that they've got something that they care about switch advantage on, but they're going to need to use both of their shields on this Altaria to win switch advantage, and I don't know that that's necessarily the best choice they could make. No, instead they just wasted a shield. Strong play. Strong play, opponent. This is where if we had timed our switch better, we'd be very, very happy. Because we'd actually have, you know, some play here. Again, I still think that their last Pokemon is going to be an Azumarill. So I'm actually going to duck out here. And I'm not intending to actually use my shield yet. Even a Thunderbolt does about half. And if their last Pokemon is in fact Azumarill, I actually want the shield more than I want the health, frankly. Because a Hydro Pump kills me, and I need to throw a couple Doom Desires. Yeah, there's the Azumarill. Okay. Can we get bubbled down? Absolutely. But it's much, much, much slower than them just hitting me with a Hydro Pump. Whee! Yeah, you can have a Hundo Lucario for Great League, but it has to be a very specific setup. All right. Upside is we have energy already, so like, well, we are going to get Ice Beamed here. I think we're going to win the race to the second charge move because of the fact that we basically already have a Frenzy Plant. I don't think Bubble is going to be good enough here to get us. Or they're just not going to throw a charge move, I guess, is another reasonable option for them to. I guess they knew I had a shield, so I think they probably... They thought maybe they could bubble me to death more likely than they could throw 2 Ice Beams. I don't know that that's... Yeah. They did have a lot of energy, though. And lag is a thing, right? I think it's more likely that the game lags enough for them to get a second Ice Beam than it is that I get bubbled to death. But you know what? Say lovey. Gabu Garchomp. Oh my god. Leave me alone. It's been a long day. We got Meganium and Umbreon. All right, well, Umbreon is a matchup we're okay with. We win it. It's not clean, and this is the same conversation we just had with Defense Deoxys, which is that it's kind of annoying to have the Meganium sort of die in this sort of matchup. So I will likely make a switch at some point here if I can find a position where we've got an advantage. Like, if I can get a shield out of them first, I'm going to switch. I'm not really looking forward to Raid Hour. No, Pluto Mayhem. It seems it's not a Pokemon I care about necessarily. So I'm not shielding this. I'm hoping to get a shield here, and then I'm going to Melmetal, and we're gonna see what's up from there. That's my current line of thinking is let's get a shield. Or not. I'm still gonna switch. Oh, a Alolan Raichu. Okay. That's fine. They have charge moves on the Umbreon, so I have to keep an eye out for that. But this is a fine matchup. And I don't really want to get hit by a wild charge here, but interesting. So like a wild charge is pretty bad. We have 2 shields though. So I feel like I can spend 1. Oh, I think we're gonna get punched again. Come on, come on. Ack. Yeah, you know what? I don't hate this. I don't hate it. I need to keep the Jirachi away from the Umbreon, obviously. That's a... Oh, they do have a shield. How did I forget that they still had a shield? Okay. Fine. I regret that. I regret my decision a whole lot more now. We'll Vine Whip that down. Yeah, this is not really where I want to be, especially because shields are down. I just realized that this Meganium in the back is gonna clown us. We're just gonna get Earthquaked here. Yeah, yeah. That was sloppy against the H.U. That was super sloppy against the H.U. I for some reason thought that they were totally shields down, but yeah, we can't win this. It's still a 4-1. I feel like I jinxed the 5-0 by being like, oh shit. We got a 4-1. How great is that? It kind of jinxed it. Yeah, I think there's a couple ways we could have won that, and they all revolve around playing that H.U. matchup a little bit better, which we did not do. I forgot that they hadn't shielded. I talked myself into this line where I was like, oh, I'll switch after they shield. It wasn't the right move. And they didn't have anything in the back to really handle steel types particularly well, so if we had just played that out, I think we would have been in better shape.